Spirit is moving you into calmer waters. And I think they're trying to tell you to have courage in this new passionate path you want to go on. Something small that you're building has the potential, okay? Yeah, have gratitude. That will help raise you up out of these negative thoughts, whether they're caused by others or it's the effect of trauma, or you feel like maybe you're lacking confidence, and these things can cause that. But here it says, be grateful for every moment, keep a heart of gratitude. And it's true, and it's not about shaming you or being delusional yourself, okay? There is the law of assumption. That's a universal law you can use to trick your brain into manifesting. But I mean, that's how anybody does something well, right? They convince themselves they can do it, they keep trying, and then eventually they do it, right? Typically, that's how it goes. Well, the same thing can be with gratitude. The more gratitude you express, the more gratitude you see. The more you see, the more you feel, the more you acknowledge, the more you experience. Simple law of attraction. So have gratitude. At least one thing a day you can find to be grateful about that's in your life. Every day. It's not that difficult to do. I mean, it can be hard the first time, but there's something, okay? And eventually it gets to a point where it's like you want to be more grateful because you're feeling the positive effects of that, right? And then right as I was saying that, I pulled the Universal Wisdom Oracle card. It says here, the universe is full of wisdom, seek its guidance. So for some of you who are sensitive, like me, part of the collective that pick up on signs and synchronicities, the universe is trying to tell you something. And if you can find a way to find some enjoyment from your life, it's going to give you courage to follow down the path that is going to make you happy. I feel like that's all we needed from the Oracle. Let's go back to the Herbcrafter's Tarot. I will take a picture of some of the cards from these readings and use it as my pinned image. So you'll get to see some of them, but for those of you that wanted to know, the gratitude card has four butterflies at the top, and then a hand holding a huge heart, and there's more butterflies inside the heart, and it's glowing at the base of the heart, and this person is holding it above the horizon of an ocean. Ocean runs deep, right? And so does gratitude. And the Universal Wisdom card is like a forest and sunset, deep, almost nighttime sky with trees over the water, pine trees creating a nice little silhouette. And then there's this blue swirly light that goes up to the sky. Looks very cosmic. Not quite like a nebula, but it's got that galactic essence about it. Probably to represent spirit, universal wisdom, source consciousness. So you're ascending to something here on your path, especially with the eagle being represented here on the courage card. You're ascending to something. And it could also be creating more gratitude for some of you. Excuse me, I'm going to have a little tea for a second. If you're interested in checking out more of the collective readings, I always link that playlist at the end and in the description box. It's called Divine With Me, just like the music playlist. Alright, I just pulled the Seven of Air in reverse. So that's the Seven of Swords in reverse. Oh, Ace of Cups in reverse. We have to get a little more information. I feel like this is a side group. Four of Pentacles. For some of you, you cannot fulfill your heart's desire until you let go of how somebody let go of you. For some of you, this is a side message that somebody feels like someone ghosted them. And I just pulled the Emperor in reverse. So either it's made you feel like an Emperor in reverse, or it was an Emperor in reverse energy, which is not a good energy. That's an extremely controlling, dominant, abusive person who does abuse their power. It can also represent a father figure for some. We pull the Strength card in reverse. Wow. For those of you that this is more about love and like moving forward, if you want to move forward on your passion projects and whatever it is that you're slowly building, you have to let go of how people have failed you in the past, how people have made you feel like you can't be in your own authority, where you felt like a victim, like you weren't strong, which made you feel like you didn't have courage. You got to let it go. You got to surrender it. You got to ask for the healing. For some of you, you have walked away from somebody that was super controlling. Again, it doesn't matter what kind of relationship, but we are talking about the King and Queen of Swords here as the energy for this group. Yeah, Ace of Cups in reverse. Remember, we got it earlier with the other group, but it was upright. This is about not taking care of yourself. Or it's possible you're holding on to some kind of material foundation. For some of you, that's true, and you want to speak up about it, but you're not sure how. The Magician. The Nine of Wands. Or Nine of Fire in this deck. Nine of Pentacles in reverse. The Hermit. Okay, very small group of you. I just want to say my condolences to you for what you have been through. I see you, I feel you, I sense your pain. This music is very appropriate for the mood I'm picking up on. The music can oftentimes be synchronistic to the read. That happens a lot in my readings. That's one reason why I take the risk of playing music in my readings, is because I divine a lot through music. I receive messages through music a lot. Not like I hear people talking to me, okay? It's not like that. So if anybody's thinking that, you need to figure out how, just no, that's not what that is at all. If you pick up on signs and synchronicities, most people are on the spiritual path who have gone through awakenings, going through awakenings, or are psychic in some way. You tend to notice certain things, like certain lyrics will pop out, certain moods, certain energies. If it reminds you of a person, it's possible that it's from that person energetically. Does that make sense? So oftentimes I do set the intention that if Spirit wants to give us music that represents the energy, that they are welcome to do so for the highest and greatest good, right? Anyways, I'm stalling because I feel like whoever this small group is wow, you have a hard time communicating yourself. You've been through a lot. You don't talk about your emotions very well, or you're still in a situation where you can't communicate. There's always help for you. You just have to find a door. Some of you need to find a door, and that's not to scare anybody, but the energy I'm picking up here, and it doesn't matter what gender you are, okay? People get mistreated in all walks of life, okay? But whoever this is here, I feel like it has to do with the Emperor in reverse. And this could be apparent for some. And again, it doesn't matter if some of you I'm picking up are in your 20s, living with your parents, some of you. It doesn't matter if you're an adult. If you're still experiencing an abusive household, find a way out. Find a way out. It doesn't mean that you are not experiencing it because you're an adult. No, in fact, these paradigms tend to go on for life, and you have to have the strength to decide what is best for you. And that is what this is talking about here. Whatever you went through pushed you into hermit mode, like you are in deep seclusion. You don't feel independent. You feel like you are wounded. That has been a long battle that you have fought really hard. But Spirit here with the Magician is telling you that you have everything you need. You have everything you need to move forward. Okay? Well, somebody doesn't like me. That's okay. You know what? I pick up on energies that other people are going through. So, like, some people are going to try to discredit you on your path. They're going to try to twist truths to fit their narratives. Yet again, going back to the Queen of Swords energy. For some of you, this is something you've experienced in the past. Possibly an Emperor in reverse father type and a Queen of Swords in reverse mother type. Adelaida of Earth. This is Knight of Pentacles. Along with, I had pulled the Six of Pentacles in reverse. For some of you, it's about money. It's about maybe somebody loaned you something to help you, and now they're using it to try to control you, your movements. It's put you into not a great situation, but you're still slowly moving forward with something. You're also being protected. You have a guide here. You have a quote-unquote guardian angel here. Seven of Cups in reverse. One that's trying to help you out of the illusion that these people or energies have cast. Because when you don't know what your reality is, you can't really trust yourself. And that's how people can control you if they are this terrible caricature. Okay? So it's important to find clarity. But someone's trying to guide you. Spirit's trying to show you. And I think they're trying to tell you to focus on these things. And then I pull the High Priestess. Interesting. For some of you, they want you to know that your secrets are safe. I don't know what that has to do with. Okay, I may be psychic, clairvoyant, claircognizant, all the clairs. But I don't know your secrets. I am a High Priestess. But I don't know your secrets. Okay, I'm a Pisces. Anyways, that's the High Priestess card. For some of you that were worried, I just picked up if somebody's worried I'm going to say something in this reading. I'm going to use my discernment, so don't worry, okay? Just take a deep breath. It sounds like for some of you, you could use some kind of professional guidance to help you sort this out. And that could be one thing that Spirit is trying to guide you to. For some of you, it is your spiritual community, or you need to find a spiritual community that resonates with you, that can give you some form of safety in your life. Perhaps you can, if you're, say, Christian, again, non-denominational channel, okay? If you are Christian, perhaps your church has some kind of volunteer thing they do. You can go spend some time out of your environment by giving your time to a church and their activities. It could be something as simple as a pancake breakfast, right? Or if it's not a church, it's something you could do in your community. And it doesn't matter what your situation is. When you go to volunteer, you're doing something of service, which is not only creating more good karma for yourself, but it's taking you outside of your environment and exposing yourself to the energy, to the frequency of others who also want to do well in this world. And it's possible, I'm picking up for somebody, you will meet somebody who is going to help mentor you out of this situation, okay? That's for somebody. And if you don't meet a physical person, that doesn't mean that you're not being guided. Remember that Spirit is always with us, okay? Six of Cups. You could end up reconnecting with a childhood friend or lover, or something that used to make you feel nostalgic, that used to make you feel balanced emotionally. Again, we go back to transmuting through creativity, right? And this is a different group. So yeah, we had Six of Cups in reverse, but that was a different energy. So for some of you, maybe reconnecting with someone from your past, or for some of you, this person that you come into contact with, or this energy that leads you into safer passages, is going to lead you to a new divine love that is a soulmate from the past in a different lifetime. Somebody you have experienced life with, someone that you are currently in alignment with, or as you journey through into safer passages, you're going to find this. For some of you, I'm picking back up on this 20 age range, 20s. This could be somebody you went to school with. Who knows? Maybe they're actually looking for a roommate. Maybe they're looking for an activity partner. And maybe y'all used to have a lot of fun together. Or whoever you meet, again, through this volunteer work or this activity outside of your home, is going to reconnect you with your inner child. It's going to give you a sense of joy that's going to get these projects moving, because you got to get the energy moving and start creating a plan. That's another thing with the Knight of Pentacles that we had, is start creating a plan. Those of you that are stuck in these energies still, create a plan, okay? I'm going to kind of pull out of this group here. I wanted to say that you are seen, you are heard, you are felt, and you matter. And there is help for you. You can find it, okay? And do not tell these people your plans if they are this energy. I don't care how much they try to convince you. Just, keep your head down and find reasons to not be in that environment that are healthy if you are experiencing any kind of abusive dynamic, whether it's whatever situation, okay? Know that there is help for you. I just felt like I had to really say that for somebody. And I know this isn't stereotypical, but I feel like it's for masculine, okay? There's somebody particular that I'm getting a side message. Let you know that it doesn't make you any less of a man, no matter what age you are, if you have to walk away from something that is hurting you. You are just as valuable as a feminine as far as your self-care, self-worth goes. Okay? Okay. Moving on. Curandera of Earth. So this is King of Pentacles. For some of you, let's go back to this group here, the King of Swords energy. Whatever you want to work on here with the Page of Pentacles that you are inspired to do with the Page of Wands, that you have studied here with the Page of Swords. Page of Swords here and then the King of Swords dynamic. It seems like this is something that you have learned, something you have studied, that you're kind of good at, that you're just learning how to work with. Could be a new hobby or skill. And you're building something with it. And for those of you in that situation who are choosing to focus on what you can create instead of what you're leaving behind, you're going to become very successful at it. It's going to bring you